What's going on, wrestling fans? Welcome into Near Falls with D Hall, a wrestling podcast, episode number 71. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about and with a bunch of different college coaches from across the area at the Division 1, 2, and 3 level. Super excited to release this, guys. It's been a lot of work, a lot of fun talking to all these different coaches from around the area. Super excited to get into it. But if you haven't already, go back, check out my long form interviews that I released this summer. Joe Marcara, Mackenzie McGuire, Ty McGeary, and just recently Rob Walker, who I just sat down with, episode number 70. That was a lot of fun. Go back and check out those long form episodes. I really enjoyed having those guys over. And coaches, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, taking time out of your busy schedule this time of year. I know it's a lot, sitting down and talking about your squad. But yeah, man, a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy this edition of the NCAA preview, brought to you by Switch Custom Apparel.
Okay, joining me now on the call, we have head coach of Washington and Jefferson University, Coach Sonny Blanco. How are you, sir?
Hey, I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing really good indeed. Super pumped up to have you on to talk about the presidents a little bit. Right down there in Washington, PA. You're a newly appointed head coach over the last few years. What's it been like taking over the program?
Yeah, so it's been great. What you said as far as that go, I couldn't really think I couldn't thank God enough, man, to be in the position I am because I did go to W&J, so I am familiar with it. And yes, it's my first year taking over and being a head coach. But just being able to know I went here and graduated from here, it makes it a lot easier, to make that transition. So it's been great overall. It's been great.
So next thing I got for you, you wrestled. You talked about you wrestled at W&J. You wrestled with my brother-in-law, Johnny K. Yes. He told me you were a monster on your feet, but when he got you on the mat, it was a little bit of a different story.
That is so true. That's very true, man. So your brother, he was great. He was good.
Man.
He was a great wrestler, man. I always enjoyed when he would come in the room just because I knew, oh, man, that day I was going to get a good workout and, I was going to compete with somebody who was tough, But, yeah, he was definitely right, man. I was freshman and sophomore. I struggled on bottom, man. It took me until my junior year to really was like, hey, if I really want to be good, I need to learn how to ride people. I may not be able to turn them, but I can ride them. So
PA wrestling, we're a little mat rats. We love to roll around, man.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, I'm still getting used to it.
No doubt.
Mm-hmm.
So next thing I have for you, how has the off-season program looked like for you so far, taking over the program?
Yeah, so we had a great off season. We have guys coming in the room lifting. That's what our main focus was, and what we preached to the guys this off season was just, hey, live and stress. Make sure you stress out. Make sure you're lifting though. Yes, if you get in a room twice, maybe once a week is fine. Obviously they're all adult now. They got work and those things, so we have to understand that, but. To say the least, the off season was great though. We had a lot of guys put in work. Even preseason, leading up to preseason, that was another good one too. So we just been doing everything by phase, So we look at how you said off season, that was a phase. Preseason, that's another phase. Now we're in season. The first phase of the season is getting them in shape.
For sure. So you talk about that next phase. You're going through your process. Or have you noticed or identified any leaders of your program yet?
Oh yes. We definitely have some. One being Hunter Sweeters from Seneca Valley. He's just a great leader, man. He's one of those guys. If he talks in the room, we all turn around and pay attention. Like, yes, sir. But that's a guy too. At the same time, who has a high expectation and For me as a coach, I have to meet that. He pushed me to be a great coach, to be honest with you, man, because he's a great wrestler. He expects a hard workout every single day, and he expects to be challenged. So, for me as a coach, I have to step up to that plate, and I want to be great. So it's like iron sharpen iron in that sense. And I do have some other guys who I would consider as they're leading too. But as far as the leader in my room goes, Hunter Swedish. I have Josh Searle from New York who's stepping in a big way. Jay Zig is another one who's, talk about doing the right things and working hard. Jay Zig truly defined that.
I love that. Okay, next thing I have for
Mhm.
you, how has the recruiting process gone? Obviously, you're new, and this is different from
Mhm.
taking over. But what's that look like for you guys, and how have you tried to build this roster?
Yeah, so for last year, that focus was, hey, let me just try to get really relationship in a neighborhood. I really wanted to go after a lot of local kids and bring that attention to a lot of these local kids because that was something I felt like was always missing at W&J. And I think we're getting that back where, hey, we have the Whitfield in our backyard. There's no reason why any kid in the Whitfield shouldn't be coming to W&J if they're not going D1, obviously. Um, but, one is the education speak for itself. The locations is great. So recruiting has been challenging. It has a challenge, but it's been great though, man. I can't really complain. I'm more of a people person, so I like to meet people and actually travel and spend time with these people and from the high schools to the clubs and just really meeting these people, man. I don't like to
Yeah,
sit in the back and talk on the phone all day. I'd rather, hey, let's face to
let's go
face.
for a ride.
Yeah, I'm gonna come to the club. Just building that relationship so people know. Because for me, I'm a man of action. I'm gonna let my words, my action, not my words. Excuse me. I'm gonna let my action speak. So,
Yeah, for sure,
but
man.
yeah, we're definitely bringing some talent though, and um, that's this year, man. I've been nitpicking this year, to be honest with you, because I don't really have to bring in a big class now. I kind of got it a little established, so I'm really nitpicking this year. So I'm excited though. I'm excited to bring in more Whitfield kids in the program.
Love that. All about them Whippy boys for sure. Okay, next thing I got for you. What are you talk about those Whippy boys? Hunter Swedish, your leader. He's a Whippy boy. What's the coaching staff looking like leading those guys?
Yeah, so we have a great coaching staff, man. Obviously it's me, Coach Breeze, who's a legend. If anybody knows Jeff Breeze, respect to that guy, man. Then I have my younger assistant Nick Daza, who's great. I have a heavyweight coach that comes in once in a while to help us out. Then I have another guy who just is going to help us. He just starting from he wrestled at West Liberty, was a four-timer, two-time at JUCO, and two-time at West Liberty. So the coaching staff is definitely coming together. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
it's definitely coming
Got to
together.
have good guys leading the charge for
Mm-hmm.
sure. Okay. As you start to begin your season phase, if you will, right before the season starts, you guys have wrestle offs, or do you not have wrestle off? What that look like for you guys?
Yeah, so I would say there's really no wrestle off, man. I let the room decide because at the end of the day, you'll know who's starting when you get in that room. The dominant guy is going to shine no matter what. It makes it very clear. But what my new strategy is every Saturday, I'm going to have the guy, we'll do a match, and that's going to start making it clear to people who's starting. So it kind of lessen that out. But from my experience, we never had wrestle off at W&J, and I just don't do that. And then, I kind of took the motto that Tommy Perry had going with that. So But yeah, the room decide though. I have an idea who's starting. They know, everybody knows. It's kind of clear, you know. Obviously, if it's around 2 guys, yes, then we're gonna do that.
For sure. Okay, last couple things I have for you before I leave you go, my friend. Streaming options, are we available? Is it available to watch your matches this year?
Oh yes, yes. You can definitely stream. All you need to do is go to our wrestling page, W&J Wrestling, on Google, and you click on the school website, whatever that event is that day. You click on it, you know, pop up. And also November 11, we have our big W&J Invitational. We took second at it last year, so I'm hoping we can win it this year. We're coming back a lot stronger, so we should be in that contender, you know. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for this year. I'm excited for what we're building. Some even new things that we have a lounge room now, so that's gonna help with recruiting. Just little things like that. And our approach as coaches, man, we're very personal with our guys. We want our guys to come and hang out with us in our office and spend time. So I just think it's gonna keep getting better and better. So I'm excited to see what we're able to do, man. You know, and thank you for being able to reach out to us and give us a platform like this to, you know, share our program with everybody who did not know about us yet or know what we're doing down here. You know, and I would say, hey, W&J, everybody in Pittsburgh know about W&J
Yeah, baby.
academically. So academically, everybody, if you're in Pittsburgh, you know. So
No
hey,
doubt.
man, let's make it happen. Let's bring in some top talent and bring W&J Wrestling to the front. So
Love that. You guys heard it here first from head coach Sonny Blanco at W&J University. Coach, thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with me.
thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Coach.